Australia, DIC in 9th, even Golden Cat in 8th. They're going to need similar margins, 60 points, for example, for Golden Cat, which is still an insane margin of victory if you can complete 5 games and get 60, 70 points in what has been a very tight lobby. And we've mentioned there hasn't really been a lot of teams at the top 2, top 3 that are soaking all the points. You do have Creatory Esports, which is giving away a lot of points, but even the rest of the bottom 5, Cerberus, Atletico, Ferox, Day Trade, they've got a decent number of points. They're not really being totally embarrassed. And for those teams as well coming into these final 5 games, there's an opportunity to try and leapfrog a few positions, increase their pay packet a little bit. You know, we spoke to Ferox last night. They're in 14th position. Their idea of what they want out of tonight is to get to something like top 12.
Yeah, definitely. And I think that's realistic for them, but maybe something a little bit further, maybe something a little bit behind that is what's going to end up happening. Of course, something that we will is a game that they absolutely need to perform in.
Yeah, exactly right. And I just want to touch on it for those who missed the first week. As we see, actually, Ronan's going to be our first death of this game to Buriram United's Canaxi. That means actually they've now just taken that first position. So, and that's going to be just moving back and forth as
where Buriram maybe puts 5-10 points on the board this game, and they are not getting anything on the board. You know, they just need to keep themselves in that discussion heading into the final game and ensuring nothing goes wrong in games 1 to 4 for tonight.
Just a reminder for everyone watching along at home. Midnight picked up a few kills in one of that early Miramar games, got them high position and a solo effort. Entry Fragger, though, caught lagging behind. JAS is going to catch him off guard. For Q confirmed 4 Horsemen. They'll pick up their first kill this game. And if I remember correctly, I believe they've actually got the most kills at the moment out of everything.
And VTF look like they're going to get into an engagement over this one compound. They're both trying to go for it, man. He gets the knock early. That's onto Greeny. And already a rough start for Phoenix Gaming as Man will grab another one. That's Hongbo ditched down on the ground. It's a disaster here for Phoenix Gaming. But at the very least, they're able to trade one back onto Man. RDK Boss can't help out too much there.
I mean, Victim from the Future are the ones who were aggressing here. I mean, they lost Entry Fragger earlier on in this game, unintended, but then they were looking for these fights and exchanges with Phoenix Gaming. Dr. Logi was flashed, but it's not going to do much else other than that. Teddy will get the elimination onto pushes. RDK has the angle onto Dr. Logi. They've got the numbers too here over him. They're pushing. And with the high ground with Teddy, there's nothing that Dr. Logi is going to be able to do. Phoenix Gaming go out in last place here for match 1 of the night of Day Trees. And it looks like it's going to be an unfortunate meeting between the two Oceanic teams. Cozzy pushes in, immediately sprayed down by Extreme. The bike goes tumbling off into the sunset. And Extreme finds the knock. Cozzy's probably going to be eliminated because the rest of Ferox hadn't pushed.
Central. And the fighting really is going on the outskirts, on the edge. As you can see, it's DISC running into Atletico. This is up to the northern side of the circle. It's definitely going the way of DIC at the moment as Tony gets that initial knock. Lynxy looking to trade back, won't really find it. But I think Q Confirm are going to be quite happy to be seeing all of these fights happening on the extremities of the circle.
I just say, Cozzy actually hadn't been eliminated. He's still either bleeding out or just got revived. He only just got picked back up. In saying that, now they've just lost Grumps to Levi's from Divine Esports. DIC had pushed down La Bentita onto the compound of Atletico, kind of sneaking up on them. Extreme was still holding outside, got caught off guard. Homboya down to 4 health, but he got the knockdown onto Juxi. The Oceanic team's in the thick of the action early, but unfortunately, they are on the wrong side of these bullets. They are getting slaughtered at the moment, getting knocked, getting eliminated. It's not going their way. And Juxi is going to be flushed and finished off by Homboya.
Yeah, not a great start for Fury. We did really talk about them needing to have a good game to start the day, and it's not seeming like that is going to eventuate unless Waikiki Mukau and Insight can do something special. DIC going to be happy to rotate off here. They've gotten that 1 point off of Atletico. Not too eager to waste any more time trying to take that compound. They'll
has really got involved just yet. They're actually pushing it in from Los Leones. A safer bet for them, and that's not going to be very good for Insight. Suspect he's going to be eliminated. He will. 6 sacks, and Tenoi going to be getting that explosion. And for Fury, Australia continues to go from bad to worse. Only 1 player remaining, Waikiki Mukau. Next circle shifting once again onto Q Confirmed Made in Thailand. And those 2 members from Victim from the Future, Jordan, they do not have to move for a very long time here. They may be able to get some placement points for their team.
Well, I touched on this 2-2 split here for Q Confirm, and it's worked out perfectly for them. Both compounds are inside of that circle, as we see Day Trade Gaming eliminating Creatory Esports. It's at the cost of, I think, one of their players. Yeah, Puchils has gone down. That's to Fergus from Division X Gaming. But Q-Confirm will be very happy to see that circle shift, though I wonder whether they're going to stick with that 2-2 split. And what I am seeing on the map right now as we speak is that they are rotating back up to the southern compound. And they're going to group as four, which is a smart decision at this point in the game. Archangel Predator have arrived behind Day Trade Gaming. This is Carbs pushing up onto Flash, and Archangel Predator currently leading from the front, 117 points on the board. In with a chance here, but they have a pretty tough rotation into the circle. Especially if Flash doesn't give away his position here.
Oh, I think he's going to lose this fight, though. Oh, it's back and forth. Flash has got the health advantage now. Carbs down to 4 health. Gets knocked down by Flash. And Day Trade Gaming get up to 3 kills, playing for a lot of pride tonight. No real chance of moving too far up the rankings.
Stolen by Buriram as well. That's really, really big, right? Not only is Archangel Predator, their main rival, going to lose a player. Oh, no!
Oh, that's even worse.
What's happened there?
I don't actually know what's happened. One of them would have had to have
out?
been driving. I didn't see anyone get knocked down.
They had to have jumped out. They're going to just have to give these points up to the zone.
Did they?
I don't know.
Did they think they were going to explode, and so they elected to jump? But they were obviously going too fast. I'm not sure. I don't really want to assume in that scenario, but
that has to be the logical assumption.
Look, it is PUBG.
And logical assumption.
I've seen some funny things, Jordan. I've seen. You just never know. Sweet Soul gets knocked down by Tapound. DIC, you mentioned it before, playing this sort of valley that you coined, the road. It has the ridge lines on both sides of it. It's a lot of great cover up north. Zoidmate's actually the last one alive now for Atletico, close by to that road. But I think that for DIC's position now, they don't have to worry about any team from the north at all. They've got a lot of cover. It's a decent portion of the zone up north, but we'll see how Phase 5 treats them. Buriram United are not inside of the circle at all here. As you can see on the minimap, 50 seconds remaining. The blue is closing in on them. Cozzy's knocked down. Further bad news for the Oceanic teams. Archangel Predator, though. Our lobby leaders are not looking so hot. 3 kills, but a lot of injured players, a lot of running required of them, and no real position inside of this next circle.
And they're going to have to run right past Waikiki Mukau as well, which doesn't sound so bad, right? Waikiki Mukau, the last alive for Fury, as we see Ferox being eliminated. But Waikiki Mukau, very, very sneaky. He's that guy that likes to hide in the grass, although there is no grass in this instance. But you get my train of thought. I do feel as though he's the kind of player that could pick up 1 or 2 potential quick frags, and it might not actually be Archangel Predator. It might be Boomerang, as Waikiki Mukau just waits for Canaxi. The spray, it's gone all wrong. Although the grenade might still be enough. Canaxi does hide behind the van. I'm not sure that's going to be a great idea. The grenade goes off. Waikiki Mukau does finish him off with a headshot, and this grenade sure to be the killing blow.
Some good news for Fury Australia, followed by some bad news for Fury Australia from the blue. CJ18, though, with a last reprieve for Archangel Predator. Not their best game for the team that was in first position. They go out extremely early at 11. We kind of were correct in that situation.
Yeah, I mean, if they stay in the buggy, they probably die and give points over. So you can argue, you know, it's like the lesser of 2 evils in a way, right? You're between a rock and a hard place. You just have to make a bad decision. It's just a case of deciding what is the least bad decision.
Not moved from that compound.
Yeah, there's a crate that's landed right next to them. I'm not sure that they're going to opt to go for it. 6 sacks keeping an eye on Buriram, who are also incidentally keeping an eye on him. Very shortly going to see the next circle shift as we bring back up the map, and this is going to be a big decider on how the rest of this game does go. If we head north, Divine in pole position. If we stay south, Q confirm, looking pretty good. And it's going to be a bit of a half and half, more of a northern shift than anything else. And I'd say Divine are very, very pleased to see that. VTF will be eliminated, and DIC, who have now taken control of that compound.
Top kills made in Thailand, not inside of the circle. Need to move forward, but they've got Cerberus and Q confirmed, as I mentioned. Now, Division X Gaming want to take the closer fight. They want to elect to push over to the road, take on the fight against Buriram United. Golden Cat have got eyes on this. They're going to help third party, really helping Division X Gaming more so than Buriram. They have to go prone for Addy and God Meow. The blue, though, is now at their back, and the time to move is here. Unfortunately for both of these 2 teams on your screen, I don't sense they're going to live for much longer.
No, God Meow has gone down. That's to Maximus, finished off by Nikki. Pretty critical points on the board there for Divine, who are still within the race. Division X Gaming, if they get in that bowl, might be okay for now, but they'll have to keep pushing on forward, and so too will Golden Cat. This is where Q-Confirm really need to show that they're able to win this tournament from here. If they're able to hold off Golden Cat, clean these points up, and then sweep the rest of this game, they're in with a chance.
BRM United Esports out in 8th. They at least take a placement point, couple of kills, not a bad performance. For the time being, they are in first place on 120 points. And I do dare to say to you guys watching at home, keep your eye on that live ranking to the left-hand side of your screen, because I sense it is going to be going up and down. Made in Thailand have made their move right onto JS's building here against Golden Cat and Q confirmed. JS is going to get the knockdown onto Homeboy, but he can't find much else. Minoru is 1 HP. 1 health left. He does get knocked immediately though by Tonkay. Golden Cat responding very well to this, considering it's actually QC that are now taking the fight with Division X Gaming. They've spread the load. One will take the left, one will take the right, and they're both seeming to win this fight. Division X Gaming are eliminated in 7th. Made in Thailand not doing any better. And the Duckmans and Esquilucia remain as they look to take on Golden Cat.
Yeah, Golden Cat are certainly in trouble. Q confirmed do still have gems up on top of that house. They've got Jiao Man down the bottom as well. They're all going to have to move, but Golden Cat, they've lit up the scoreboard. Duckman is behind them, but how many can he realistically find? He's the last alive here for Made in Thailand. He needs to just back away. Q confirmed will be hoping
this tournament as well. So Homeboy is going to be eliminated by Jiao Man's nade. Duckman pushing up. They want to take the fight rather than run. Otherwise, they'll get shot in their back. Smart play. But no more utility for Made in Thailand. They used it all to try and starve off the attack from Q confirmed. And Esquilucia actually went for the revive on the Minoru. The nade, if it does go inside, I don't think it did. It just bounced off the wooden frame door. My goodness. 3 up for Made in Thailand. Are you serious? At one point, it was only Duckman. Is QC going to throw from this position? I cannot believe what I'm seeing. Duckman gets one. He gets a second one. Made in Thailand just annihilate QC. 4 horsemen from only Duckman's up to 2 up and wiping QC. They've got 7 kills. Still, they have
for a Cerberus victory from here. That'll take the majority of those points away, but Duckman's, he's gotten behind them. Smell does go down, but Heisaki at least able to trade on down. Minoru won't be able to do too much as he's finished off by Levi's crossing the road. Now we go into the final 3.
Divine Esports, DIC, and Cerberus. DIC, with this performance now, have given themselves a huge platform to build off going into the final 4 games, of reaching very highly for a top 5 position. Divine Esports, they've been absolutely amazing on Miramar and absolutely terrible on Erangel. But right now we are playing on Miramar. That's why they've got 7 kills. That's why they've got 4 alive. It has just been such a stark contrast. Double tap Turtle lands 1 headshot onto Basil. Doesn't get the knockdown though. And DIC are getting peppered from both Cerberus and Divine Esports. I don't know how much longer they're going to be able to withstand this. Never mind, JJ Leo gets a knockdown onto Nikki. The nade from Smell. They're going to turn their attention as well to Divine, not just focusing everything onto JJ Leo in 7-4L1. They've got the hay bales. They've got a bit of cover. Heisaki, though, has the pickup truck. It's time to send it forward. The knockdown onto 74L1. They can take this ridge as well. The right-hand side, the spray from Levi's. It is enough to at least cause Heisaki to explode. And with 1 minute remaining, the circle, or the blue, I should say, is now moving in.
Pretty hard to say who's going to come away with this victory. Divine certainly looking like they are the favorites, but there could be a bit of a spoiler from JJ Leo, though now he's given away his position. He is under fire from not 1 angle, but 2, and I think that'll be the end of that. DIC do fall in 3rd place. Divine getting themselves another point on the board, and Cerberus a 2-on-4 for them. Well, now the table's certainly turned. Now this starts to look a little bit more doable and easy for Divine. Basil, however, throws a spanner in the works. Namc comes in for the trade, and he might just get both, which he does. First place for Divine Esports in game 1 of today, and that's